a long time, I've wanted to better understand who Brad Garlinghouse is. What is his previous work? Like, how did he get started? How did he get to Ripple? I thought this was a very good thread that was put together all about Brad Garlinghouse and his past work and his history. So I want to go through this with you, learn a little bit about Brad, have a little bit of fun, and maybe Brad will eventually see this and want to come on the channel. So let's go ahead and get into this. So Kevin, the gods put this out. This in 2006, one man wrote a memo that destroyed his career, Silicon Valley, blacklisted him, Yahoo executives mocked him, Wall Street ignored him, then Yahoo collapsed. Exactly as he predicted. Now he's back with an even bigger prediction. In 2003, Garlinghouse joined Yahoo as a senior vice president of communications. His mission was clear: revolutionize how people communicate online. He took charge of Yahoo Mail, Messenger, and Flickr products used by millions daily. But beneath the surface, he spotted a critical flaw in the company's strategy. In 2006, he penned the now famous Peanut Butter Manifesto. The memo sent shockwaves through Silicon Valley. His message was bold. Yahoo was spreading itself too thin like peanut butter on bread. While others celebrated growth, he saw the dangers of losing focus. Brad came out with what became known as the Peanut Butter Manifesto, and it's famous actually not only at Yahoo but in all of Silicon Valley. The premise was effectively that, like many companies, Yahoo had increasingly spread itself quite thin. The metaphor that had been used internally was, we spread around our investment capital like peanut butter, and Brad thought that was a terrible idea. He argued that they needed to understand their true north, what they wanted to be the best in the world, and the idea of spreading resources like peanut butter was a bad strategy. I remember back in this time period, Yahoo was trying to do way too many things. I think this really helped Brad take Ripple to a play that is one of the best technologies, period, in the blockchain infrastructure space. They focused solely on doing one thing really well, the best, and then they moved on to the next thing. They started with cross-border payments, understood how important that was, and added a few things like on-demand liquidity, because banks were nervous about holding crypto assets. So they said, you know what, we'll have the solution for you. Then they got into central bank digital currency, bought Medico, worked on tokenization and custody of assets. This all plays to exactly what Ripple does extremely, extremely well. His warning proved prophetic. Yahoo's scattered approach eventually led to its decline, but Garlinghouse wasn't done disrupting industries after Yahoo. He embarked on a journey that would reshape global finance. From 2009 to 2012, he led consumer products at AOL. Remember AOL? That was so long ago then. From 2012 to 2014, he became the CEO of Cheil, formerly Usendit. Each role taught him valuable lessons about scaling technology. In 2015, he spotted an opportunity that would dwarf everything else. He joined Ripple as the COO, Chief Operations Officer, becoming the CEO in 2016. While others saw crypto as a gamble, he saw something profound, a complete transformation in how humanity stores and transfers value. His vision: make Ripple the world's crypto customer provider. Ripple started years ago with this macro vision of enabling an internet of value. How do we let value move the way information moves today? Think about how easy it is to send an email to anyone in the world or a text message. Not that many years ago, that was not so easy. You wrote a handwritten letter, and it was received 3 or 4 days later. In the mail, money, in some ways, is the same. Moving money between networks is cumbersome. You can't send money from PayPal to Venmo, let alone talk about Crosby. International payments, the friction is high, the cost is high. RIP aspires to enable that internet of value, to let value move seamlessly across borders, pay anyone, anytime, anywhere, just like sending an email. I think we will see that future by leveraging technologies like crypto. So what's the mission of Ripple? How do they want to change the world or impact it? By unlocking economic borders and reducing friction, they open up opportunities for entrepreneurs and people who want to send money home. This gives people economic freedom, inviting them into the financial system. People who are unbanked can become more banked, partly because costs are reduced, and partly because some people can hold crypto and transact without a bank account. Ripple is rewiring financial infrastructure in a way that's good for society. Love that. All right, let's keep it going. So we also have today the crypto custody market is worth $41 billion by 2033. Experts project that this will exceed 100 billion crypto custody. 100 billion. It seems a little bit low, but okay. It says the world's largest market research store. It's a store. So here's what most miss. This is just the beginning of a much bigger transformation. Garlinghouse believes tokenization will represent 10% of global assets by 2030. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. And then this isn't just a prediction, it's a roadmap. In May 2023, he made his boldest move yet, the $250 million acquisition of Medico, a Swiss crypto custody provider. This wasn't just another tech acquisition. Medico brought crucial expertise in institutional grade custody solutions. More importantly, it positioned Ripple to capture this tsunami of institutional money flowing into crypto. The market responded immediately. Guys, this is probably going to be looked at as one of the best pickups for any blockchain infrastructure company in the crypto space in this decade. I mean, really, the timing couldn't have been more critical. And, we haven't even seen the impact of how this is going to affect the entire market over the next decade. It's just going to be massive. Major banks rush to partner with Ripple. HSBC, one of the world's largest banks. DBS Singapore's banking giant, Soet Genal, a leading European innovator, and BBVA, a Spanish multinational powerhouse, each chose Ripple's custody solution. Our core product, Ripple Payments, has continued to grow, and that's something we continue to invest in more payout markets around the world. Through an acquisition, we entered the custody market in 2023. Certainly, a lot of our incremental new investment in 2024 will be in the custody business. Is that in anticipation of some of these bigger investors getting into the markets? Well, on one hand, I say yes. However, there's already a tremendous amount of demand. That business is growing very quickly. We announced publicly just a month or two ago that HSBC is a new client of that business. These are big accounts as well as more mid-market accounts. The custody business is very real and is going to continue to grow nicely. Ripple thinks about entering other vertical markets, payments, custody. I think we'll do other things. In 2024, some of those will probably enter through acquisition. We've been super fortunate to have a very strong balance sheet at a time when the market has shifted and the valuations of many companies are not what they once were. That's been an opportunity for us. And so we're going to continue to play offense. R3, right? R3 is probably one of those companies that was worth a whole lot many years ago. Now it's, anyways, Brad, it says, but Garlinghouse wasn't satisfied. He launched RLUSD, a fully regulated stablecoin backed by real assets, unlike competitors facing regulatory scrutiny. RLUSD secured full US approval within 2 months. Circulation exceeds 100 million. So this is like a vital piece, right? We got to understand this. This is not just Brad making all these decisions. He has an incredible team of individuals from all over the world, from all different backgrounds, working from some of the biggest corporations and banks. You would definitely know a lot of these names that some of these people have come from. They just have a powerhouse, right? They're doing everything exactly how they should be. And I think Ripple is going to be one of the biggest companies on the planet before, their XRP alone is going to be worth more than Google, Nvidia, all these different other companies. It's just going to be insane in early 2025. A pivotal moment, Garlinghouse had a private dinner with President Trump at Mar-a-Lago. The meeting signaled a potential shift in U.S. crypto policy. His influence is shaping regulation and growing exponentially. Had a great dinner last night with real Donald Trump and Stuart Alder Rowe. Brad has a seat at the table. And through Brad, we have a seat at the table. We've never even gotten this close before. I mean, Biden wouldn't even pick up a call or meet with anybody. Their administration just attacked the crypto industry. at least the Trump administration is moving forward trying to figure all this stuff out, right? I'm very optimistic about the next few years under his leadership. Ripple's U.S. presence exploded. 75% of new jobs opened in America, more partnership deals closed in weeks than the previous 6 months, rapid expansion across every major financial hub. But here's the bigger picture, guys. Just listen to those stats. 75% of new jobs opened in America, right? More partnership deals closed in a few weeks than the previous 6 months. People saw this photo and picked up the phone. They say, Brad, we want to work with you. He's got a seat at the table. Consider the scale: global financial assets. Total 400 trillion. This is low if just 10% gets tokenized. Garlinghouse predicts that's 40 trillion needing custody. Solutions. Ripple is perfectly positioned to capture this market. Remember, Ripple and Medico have some of the best-in-class technology out there. It doesn't get higher than what they're putting out. And developing this lesson is profound true. Visionaries don't just spot trends, they reshape entire industries. They have the courage to walk away from success to build something.